It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why.
Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos. Woo! After a week of absence, Nicholas, we are finally back.
And what was that week of absence for, sir?
No reason.
Because someone decided to travel the world.
Well, okay, sure. I mean, I didn't travel the world. I traveled like literally to Denver and to California.
I mean, those are two parts of the world.
Okay.
And speaking of parts of the world, we have someone from another part of the world
Nice intro there.
to create the United Nations of the Philippines, England, and Serbia.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Our original guest who was interrupted by Nick several times the first time that she was here. Because, I mean, for no good reason, really. What was your reason for interrupting him or her?
Well, I mean, my reason, I didn't interrupt
I'm a
her.
boy now.
Yeah, you're a boy now.
My phone hung up on her.
It was alleged hanging up, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
you didn't see the part where we both looked at each other just like, shall we end this episode early? Let's hang up on each other.
Yeah.
We're tired of her serving us.
Yes.
Oh, wait, I
Anyway.
can't say that A word, can I?
We can swear on this podcast.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a
mother
stupid
bleeper.
motherfucking podcast.
It's a
Oh my God, Nick. Your horns came back.
Yeah, and I
Absolutely.
just lost a pulse.
Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, as I'm sure you know that voice already because you heard it on one of our first few episodes.
Yeah.
It is indeed Ivana.
Wow. I get an applause. I'm so
Yes,
happy.
you do.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy.
Well, look at the live studio
I would
audience
like
in
to
front of
thank
you.
the Academy and for winning this award, and I want to thank God and my mom. And then where's the off-key music where I need to be moved
You
off
can't-
the stage?
Even you can't move away from the mic while you're speaking.
Yeah, I
because we
figured that.
can't hear you. All I hear is echo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Echo.
Echo. And this is like the last couple times that we had a guest.
I feel like I'm way too close to the mic, though. This is
No,
like,
you're never too close.
This
to the
is
mic.
like COVID. I need to be 6 feet away, but it's not even happening. This is not even
God, if you
consensual
was-
at this point with this mic.
Yeah.
I don't think you can hear my voice 6 feet away.
I don't think so.
No. No, I don't.
I feel like your
This is
laugh could broadcast that far, probably.
That's true.
Actually, that is.
I barely hear you.
Oh
Dang.
my God.
To be fair, when we all were in the same office, our laughs combined
Yes.
were a sonic boom. So
That's true.
everybody would be like, "Oh no, she's on this
Yes.
side. Run, Godzilla!"
how do you feel even about
Oh jeez,
Nick?
feelings.
Yeah. How do you feel about Nick constantly using that squeaky voice?
I don't mind the squeaky voice. I know it annoys you and irks you, so he does it even more purposefully.
So we have brought you here today to discuss
Your feelings.
I don't know how I'd feel if that was my actual therapist, to be honest.
Tell me, look at this picture. How does it make you feel?
So the episode today.
Dang, don't break the mic.
The episode today is about astrology because our friend Ivana here is kind of, would you say you were an expert?
No,
or
I'm like novice.
An
dabbler.
astrologicalist.
just like a
That's-
hobbyist.
I see it a lot on my TikTok, and I'm starting to see patterns, aka the ADHD, the autism hits hard when you see patterns and you just.
Nick
think
has
you know.
coined a term for that. It's ADHD.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not really coined by him, to be perfectly honest, but
It's coined by him.
we'll give it to him.
It's
We
actually
won't
Copyright, trademark, JavaScript podcast.
It's actually Audi HD.
We
So-
love a good Audi.
Absolutely.
I'm a big fan of
and
the
in
A5.
HD too.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the LGBT HDMI QPS5.
P5, exactly.
We love him. He's
Shout
my
out
favorite.
to what's his name again?
I have no idea, but he's my favorite.
Shout
person.
out to Jimmy.
I don't think his name's Jimmy, but
Shout out to John Smith.
but no. To be fair,
It's John Cena.
Is, but he is British, and he loves his Brev, and he loves his LGBT HDMI PS5 community.
In fact, it's become such an inside joke that Nick's name in my contacts is the Brev who lived.
Brev.
The Brev who lived.
I thought that was somebody else's name.
Brethren.
In the phone.
No, yours is it's Leviosa.
To be fair, that is accurate because I am Hermione Granger.
Yeah.
I am like Hermione Granger if she got with Victor Crumb. To be fair.
Well, I mean,
You know,
Goblet
he's,
of
like,
Fire kind of
Bulgarian.
implied that she did get together with Victor Crumb.
Anyways, this is not what we're here to talk about.
Ooh.
Oops, I fell. Sorry.
That's what happened afterwards.
Dang it, I slipped in again.
Oh no! Why do you keep slipping into the pool?
They keep
Jeez.
pushing me.
Oh my god.
That's how they've silenced me, by pushing me in the pool.
Anyway.
Yep.
Ow.
Moving on to the actual.
Rude.
Oh, very not rude, actually.
Okay.
So, yeah.
How are we going to do this? This is like
Well, let me
on
start
the
off with
fly,
some.
because this is very well planned ahead of time.
Yes.
Per usual.
You know, getting away from the distractions, right?
Just once? Wow.
Yeah, just once. Let me get some like festivities out of the way.
Okay.
Right? We're bringing you back because this is our 30th episode.
The look on his face. Where's the shade button?
Oh no, it's right at the Oh no, right there you go. Nope,
That one. Is it the blue one? Is it
it's the
blue
pink one. Pink one. Yeah, there you go.
The look that he gave Gerard was that. We need to just keep it on that side. Because I need to be close to the shade button at all times.
It was because when you said festivities, I was like,
Where?
I don't think that's the word.
Yeah, literally.
That word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Yeah.
Festivities?
It's like.
Yeah, festivities
it's
is like
from,
Christmas.
Princess Bride.
That word. I
what
don't
is the
think it
word?
means what you think it means.
Inconceivable. Yeah, it's not that word.
Well,
What's the word you're looking for?
I don't
Since we
know.
need a
We're
thesaurus?
celebrating our 30th episode.
So an
and that's the
anniversary?
beginning of season 3 of the podcast.
Tree.
Yes. Da, 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 da. We are number one. Hey! Before we get copyrighted,
This
I gotta
is
stop
very.
that.
That's very my side of the world, to be honest.
Yes. Stefan Carl Stephenson, you will be missed. R.I.P.
That's true.
Right.
Rip.
Bless him.
Robbie Rotten. So yeah, that's why you brought Ivana back. I keep calling you he.
I am
I
more
don't know why.
masculine than the two of them, so it's fair to put me
She
in that
is,
category of man.
Yeah, she is our first guest ever on this podcast back when we were still experimenting, and now we actually have a third
episode
mic.
4.
Yeah,
First
something
guest
like that.
and a first call in because I did not want to go to the boonies to be buried alive.
Well, I mean, you're gonna
Even
be
though I
buried
am
alive.
here.
You're gonna be buried alive anyway, Ivana.
Oh, great.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
You know.
Don't threaten our guests.
Right. Please don't.
Okay.
His name's Castillo,
I don't know.
the guy who says Brev.
Oh, Brev. Oh, Castillo.
Yeah.
He calls himself Castillo.
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 Because he's British, Brev.
Castillo.
I love
In
him.
it, Brev?
I love him, though. He's my favorite thing on the internet
Yeah.
at
So
this
chilled
very
out.
moment.
In it,
And he
Brev.
keeps interviewing porn stars, and he's like,
And he's
"How many
like,
dicks was that, Brev?"
yeah, pretty. Please no. Jesus. Wow.
We
No,
have two
what was-
spicy sounds
It was
here.
Bonnie Blue, the girl that's
Yep.
trying to like
Break
be
the record.
plowed by everything with a pole. So
Wasn't
that
it like
he-
1,000 people in a day or something like that?
think
I don't want to think about it.
I think it's 100 people in a day,
to
but
be
No,
even
fair-
that is like,
she's done more.
Yeah, she's trying
she's
to do the
done more.
1,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
To be fair, it depends on the people.
See, you say that now, Nick, but you're not her.
Lord, baby Jesus. And apparently her dad's proud of her.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So if RuPaul wants to sponsor us by using that
At
sound
this
so
point,
many times.
he should.
Yeah.
I am part
You know.
drag queen sometimes.
Sometimes.
Well, I'm not wearing a full wig and a like full
You're not?
beat.
It's not a wig?
No, it's just a hair claw.
See, I don't know what a hair claw is. I don't have enough hair to claw.
Okay,
It's a
can we
claw
get
for your
we're
hair, I
getting
think.
back into it's been 10 minutes and we haven't even talked about what we're here to talk about.
This is good for us. We should make
Yeah.
it like another 25 minutes before getting back on track.
I
Exactly.
know, but I'm the moderator today, so we're going to talk about astrology eventually.
So in the stars, we have things that were shown, things that shall be, and things that have.
Have been.
Is it just you or is it just like
It's just me.
whoever- Oh. I want to do it too.
Okay.
I want to be
We're the people.
chipmunk. Yeah.
Squeaky voice.
Play queen.
I'm gonna kill myself.
You're Gen Z. You're already prone to, what is it called? Existential crises?
Good night, everybody. See you later.
No,
Bye.
let me be.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I've got the power. I'm actually crying right now. I'm actually crying. Oh my god.
And today we have the day that Gerard lost his mind.
Cry me, cry me.
You're done.
Wow.
You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Anyway, moving on to
Our sponsors.
moving on to our sponsors, Raid Shadow Legends, NordVPN, and all the others.
If you're using the internet unprotected without a VPN, get NordVPN today. Use
One
the code JavaScript10 in the description.
Gerard is gonna literally expire,
Not sponsored, by the way.
but should be.
I'm gonna. Okay, bye. See you later.
Bye, Gerard.
Not spun, but should be spun.
You guys can keep the equipment. I'm done.
Bye.
Oh my god. Well, so actually moving on now. Actually,
Why?
to the actual topic.
We're actually going to be on topic now?
Yes, we're actually going to be on topic
I
now.
bullied you into it.
The stars are speaking to us.
Written in the stars, a million miles away.
Message to the man.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
No, I was thinking of like DMX, not that one.
X
But
gon' give it to you.
it's not like let's get it on.
No,
we don't
this
give a
is-
what. We don't give a.
The name of that song is "Let's Get It On."
Is it?
Let's get it on.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about the other. Let's get it on.
X gon'
Let's
give it
get
to
it
you.
started.
Give it to you.
Let's get
Before
it.
he gets started. So I brought these two here today
get
to
it
talk about
started
their
in here.
side.
He's gonna constantly do that. Trust me, Ivana.
Yeah, I mean, shocker.
I didn't do this when we worked together.
He's free. He has already taken a drink, so I mean, he's loosen up.
What do you mean?
Oh, don't be acting brand new.
Oh my god.
He is the oldest. He is the most prehistoric.
That is true.
Yeah, you rode in on a meteor. How was that?
He saw the big. He saw the Big Bang happen. Wow.
The song references are endless.
The ears are being pierced with blood.
I think that happened when you screamed with a squeaky voice.
I can't wait to hear it like third person afterwards.
You're done. I'm gonna add a sound effect that says "You're done."
That's not the one.
Doctor Who. Hold on, you have to stop it
Boo.
first. There you go. There.
Boo. Leave it on that one, please.
No.
I need my shade button
Why do you need a shade button?
because y'all are being shady right now. We
No.
can't even get to the damn topic. It's been 14 minutes.
Because we're too
Still
hot.
good. They're still on time for us.
It's because we're too hot.
I mean, it is 103 outside.
That's true.
Yes, it's getting hotter in Vegas, you guys.
We're in the surface of the sun.
Surprise.
Anyway, so we're moving on to this time for
Are we?
real. Yes, for real.
As it hits 15 minutes.
As it hits 15 minutes.
Are you done? Yeah.
You're done.
You're done.
You don't go here. No, you can't sit here. That's what it is.
You can't
What's the Mean
sit
Girls
with
one?
us.
You can't
That's
sit
it.
with us.
Oh my god.
It's because you guys are not wearing pink.
I mean, it's not Tuesday.
It's not Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's not
that's it.
Wednesday.
I mean, either way, it's not the day that it's meant to be.
You know this, Nick. I wear pink every Wednesday.
I don't see you on
off.
Wednesday.
Yeah, even though you're off.
Why?
How would I know?
You just need to. You need to be psychic like Ivana with astrology.
I'm not psychic.
Because she predicts the future.
Speaking of astrology.
I am a knower.
Oh,
of things.
do you have something?
Do you have actually
So-
something to contribute to the topic
I
we're supposed to
do,
be discussing?
which is a surprise,
I am
because-
so happy.
This
Up
is what it's
until,
like, guys. Every time we hang
16
out with
minutes
Ivana.
in. What do you mean? Don't blame me.
Up
I'm the
until
one-
yesterday, I wouldn't have had anything to contribute
Okay.
except for the squeaky voice.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's hear it.
But then I
hear it.
listened to one of my podcasts called Conspiracy Theories.
Ooh, let's hear it.
And I listened to an episode called New Age Conspirituality.
Oh, conspirituality.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
what's the conspirituality?
Have you ever heard of, what was The
Have you
thing
ever
was
heard
called,
of the Muffin Man?
Do you know the ping pong? So
I love this bit.
the thing was called Love Has Won. Have you
Okay.
ever heard of that? It's effectively a cult.
Like vaguely, but I don't know like full.
So I'm going to paraphrase
Details.
because I did listen to it yesterday. Actually, I listened to it Saturday, so it's been 2 days.
Saturday.
Oh, it's Saturday night.
So I'm going to paraphrase, and then I'll send it to you so you can listen to it, because
Okay.
I can't quite remember exactly. But there was this woman, and she was living with a family in Texas, and she ended up having a child very young. She
Okay.
was like 18, 17, 18.
Baby,
And
having a baby.
The father ran off, and then she ended up finding solace in New Age websites and like discovering spirituality. But then she went out with her family for dinner, got up and walked out and never saw them again. And she ended up running off with this bloke. They started a cult, and she was called the Earth Mother, and he was called the Father God or something like that.
Oh boy.
And she was meant to be the reincarnation of Joan of
Allegedly.
Arc,
Oh god.
Cleopatra, Mother Teresa, Eve, I think.
Eve?
Okay.
Like the Eve?
Yeah.
The original creator.
Actually, it
Oh
might
my
not have been Eve. It
God.
might have been. It might have been Mary. But either way, it was one of the
Okay, that's a
biblical-
lot of personalities
But
on one person.
No, she was meant to.
No, it
she
wasn't
was
Eve,
meant
it
to,
was Steve.
but no, she was meant to have like 15,000 reincarnations.
Allegedly.
And she ended up setting up this cult in Colorado, and people would come and like get stuck in this cult.
How do you get stuck? You
Well,
just-
because true believers, you know.
True
So-
believers.
So yeah, and it. Do you want me to give you spoilers for what happened at the end?
Yes, because
So-
I'm probably not going to listen to it.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, that's fair. But there were two potential destinations where she was supposed to ascend when she died. One of them was this random mountain in California,
Okay.
and the other one was in Oregon. And
Oregon.
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 And so they drove her from Colorado, so southern Colorado, all the way up to northern Oregon,
Ew.
so that she could die in a motel near this mountain.
Oh.
And then, because they didn't know what to do, they wrapped her up and drove her back. And when the police found them, they found them looking after the house with her rotting corpse in the house.
How is this astrology related?
Because it was
Yeah.
all about New Age. It was all astrology and like tarot and like New Age conspiracy kind of thing.
That I hate when people take stuff that actually astrology is a study of.
But even you've got to think. I said
People-
I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah,
They explained it a lot better in
little
the
bit, okay.
podcast. So
Maybe
I'm
I will
just,
have to actually
yeah.
listen to it.
We're not a true crime podcast, so we don't really know how to
Not
explain
yet.
this.
I mean, we are in the boonies. I am waiting to be buried alive at this point. 'Cause- not to put where we are, but we
Just
literally.
let it happen, even.
I really do not want to die. I have no Gen Z qualms of wanting to die.
It's the one. Okay.
Yeah, that is. It's. I don't know why it's pink. It should be blue
And then I have
or
this one as well.
turquoise.
That's the one that I was expecting, the Among Us one.
That's,
Because it
Someone's being
sounds like
sus.
it's in the same
Gerard
vein.
vented.
Ooh.
It's on the same
Well, I
vein.
vented my anger towards you using the freaking squeaky voice.
Well, you shouldn't.
We
'cause
both were
You should be happy.
squeaky.
Yeah.
Squeaky
yeah.
toys. Wrecking ball. Oh, come on. We could have gone solo or duo. whatever it
Yeah.
is.
Duo
So-
or don't-o? Isn't that shade sound supposed to be like very subtle implications of like shade? But
Well, how can you see me be shady right now? Why did you text me?
Oh, I just texted you the episode.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, you
I was
should
like,
be-
why did you
Because
text me?
Because otherwise I'll forget.
There.
he's like,
The ADHD will hit.
he's like, we can't talk about private things on the podcast because we're on the air.
We don't talk about Bruno. Bruno.
No, Bruno, no.
Bruno Mars?
No, have you never seen Encanto?
And I haven't, but I knew the reference. I
Yeah,
was just
I've-
being,
I've never seen
I was
Encanto
being
either.
flippant, as you like to say.
She's being facetious.
I've never seen Encanto either. I just know.
facetious. No.
Facetious.
Okay. I feel like,
Anyway.
I feel like that like conversation and that little blip just showed our signs. So let's actually get into it.
Yeah.
So what is
So-
it? Taurus,
so-
Virgo.
So there's
Pancake?
two.
I'm eggs, actually.
So technically, the only why am I blanking right now?
Because you're on the air. You're put under pressure.
So Gerard is an inanimate object.
Are you?
I just because the scales. What is that? That's not a physical thing. Like it's not a naturally occurring thing. It's man-made.
I have brought peace, freedom, justice,
Balance to the
and
force.
security to my new empire.
Yes, and that's his Leo rising coming through because he needs to be the center of attention.
Indeed.
But so I have done each of I didn't do mine, but I've done the hosts that are currently on the couch signs.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Nick is a Taurus, which Taurus is ruled by Venus. So they are known for loving their luxury. Pretty much the Gillette ad, very much indeed. So they like luxury. They like a soft life. They like to eat. That's always kind of a staple for Taurus.
Have you
But
seen
also,
Nick's Bakery? Like
for Taurus men, also, he does exemplify what Taurus men look like. They're more wider. They more look like bull-like. They can be pig-headed or bull-headed and stubborn.
That doesn't sound like me at all.
Not calling anybody out at all.
yes, sir.
Not
with
pointing
many
any fingers.
But
Sir, with many Starry and
to be
Dr.
fair,
Pepper bottles in your
moving on
fridge.
to Gerard,
Yeah.
scales can be very pragmatic sometimes, but they can be extremely indecisive. Can't pick a struggle, as I like to say. They are also...
Am I autistic or ADHD? I can't pick
You're
one.
both. You're both.
You're both.
You're both.
Okay.
So Libra is also ruled by Venus. It's so very much also in that same vein, soft life.
You're
like
saying
the
then-
things of luxury.
Then I should be working for the Venetian.
No. No. Venusian, not Venetian.
Yeah, it's wordplay. Have you heard of Have you heard of the play called Puns? It's a play on words.
Yeah. No, I haven't. But also, Libras make good judges because they can make good decisions.
I have brought peace. No, okay, I'm not
He
gonna
has
do that.
not brought peace.
Perfectly balanced,
Freedom.
as all things should be.
Freedom.
Justice and security to my new empire.
You missed a good George Michael reference. How dare you?
Because I was referencing a much better thing called Star Wars. I was referencing a much
Okay.
better thing called Star Wars.
But also, cut it off before George Lucas gets on my case.
That's true.
He
Bob
might
Iger will be
he'll
on the
just
next plane.
knock down the door, be like, "No, do not use my sound."
Stop it. We haven't even uploaded yet. Stop it.
Stop it right now.
We're still
I swear to
recording it.
God. Anyways,
Okay.
but that's kind of like the basics. So even more like to get more into it,
Into the weeds, as it
into
were.
the
Yes.
into the woods we go.
Into
Nick
the
is
woods.
also a Libra moon, if I remember correctly.
Isn't my chart the one that's like completely leading one way or the other? Like,
It's like just
Probably.
super
Yes,
chaotic.
so this is where me and Nick get along like two pigs in a blanket, I guess, because we're both two like Libra moons, but he is a different sun sign and rising. But so the whole thing with astrology, when people are like asking you, they'll say, "What's your sign?" The first thing people usually say is their sun sign, which is what they were born under, what sign. But
Fair.
what I was telling Gerard in the car earlier, what we should technically be referencing is our rising sign. So because rising is what tends to show up in our personality more than our sun sign.
Fair.
We grow into our sun sign as we get older. Because I was saying, as a Virgo, I didn't grow into it until I've gotten older. I'm not so like type. I wasn't type A when I was a 10-year-old.
oh no, you sure you weren't leading the school like through the woods?
No,
With a torch in your head.
no, I was definitely the one getting
Kill the
bullied.
beast.
Onwards, children.
I was definitely not Gaston as a little kid, but okay.
Yeah, we know. You're more of the beast when you were a kid. I'm sorry.
Wow, that's how you feel about me. That's cool. So let's talk shit about your sign some more. So
Let's do
I
it.
have
Roast
his,
me.
So I do have his sign and all that fun stuff, and I
Mm-hmm.
have his full chart, so I can technically piece
will
him
diagnose
to
you.
bits.
Okay.
Diagnose you with autism for real.
Is this gonna be like a therapeutic session?
So
Like
I
where we
can.
talk about our traumas.
So
We
tell me,
can.
how does this make you feel?
So
Makes me feel
I'll be
awful.
nice. I'll be diplomatic. Who
It
wants
makes
to go
me-
first?
Makes me falafel.
Who wants to be roasted? Oh, okay, Nick, you want to be roasted first? Okay,
Sure.
cool. So I'll just start with like the basics. I'll read what it says.
This guy's a fucking idiot.
Surprisingly,
That's what it says right here.
surprisingly, Taurus are not known for being idiots. So they could be
Still hope.
bullheaded, but not idiots.
I'm usually clever about my stubbornness.
Okay. So find your sign.
He's clever.
What is that for?
Because the doctor is clever.
Oh, it's Doctor Who. I don't know Doctor Who, so I can't get
Do
the
we
reference.
have the Law and Order one yet? Dun,
No.
dun, 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 damn it. Add it to the
Sorry.
soundboard. Add it to
Okay.
the
I
soundboard.
keep
So-
forgetting.
So the sun, when people ask you what your sign is, the sun represents vitality, a sense of individuality, and outward shining creative energy. The sun in Taurus, there's something very solid and substantial about Taurus natives, no matter what the rest of their chart says about them. When Taurus native works, they work hard. They do it with a steadiness that may rarely be considered quick. Rather, it is dependable plodding and steady effort that has its payoffs. Security is fundamental to Taurus. Some of them actively seek wealth, while others are content to be comfortable. The Taurus definition of comfortable may not be exactly the same as the rest of the signs, but comfort is definitely a driving force. Would you say you would agree with that?
Absolutely. That's
Thus
why I have no money in my bank account.
That's why you're seeking wealth.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I'm not seeking wealth because as soon as money comes in, it goes out.
Well, you're still seeking money, aren't you?
I mean,
Oh my god.
See, this is where that comfort comes in. He's not seeking he's not seeking it to be wealthy and a
Yeah.
bajillion. He's seeking to be like comfortable and steady in his current environment. If
Absolutely.
he likes where he's at, he's not going to move.
why do you think I've been in the same house for the last 8 years?
Exactly.
Yeah. Why do you live in, what do you call it? The boonies?
The boonies, BFE.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't say find it so I can say it.
The middle of nowhere.
But Egypt.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh my
I
God.
needed that. Okay, so let me read the rest of that. So Taurus natives are sensual folk, and this includes sex,
Right. Play us a
But-
spicy song.
but extends to pleasures in all areas. They delight in sensual pleasures of food, comfortable blanket, a richly colored aquarium to look at, the smell of flowers, of spring rain, pleasing melodies coming from this areas, and so forth.
Oh, so before you finish that, speaking of pleasing melodies,
That was the end of
I'm-
the sentence anyway.
I'm pissed off. I have a vent to
Okay.
vent about. So
You
I
have,
used to
you have a
this.
vent?
Exactly. I have something sus to vent about.
Okay, what are we sussing about?
So I used to use this app to play sounds to help me fall asleep. And it was free for years and years and years and years.
the Calm app?
No, I used to use Calm, but then they made everything pay. So I went to a different one called Better Relax or something like that.
Okay.
And
Better Help, the sponsor.
So
of
this is his
podcast.
Taurus coming through because he's pissed that they changed it
Absolutely.
on him.
Because they've slowly been making it so that all the sounds were paid. And they finally
Rude.
put everything behind a paywall.
Disrespectful. I don't like
Those-
it either.
Mm.
I do-
Jesus, Nick.
Would you? Yeah,
think you just-
definitely shady. Definitely wanker. Can you say wankers? I mean,
Yeah.
that's not
Did
American.
you hear that he made an entire new language just to diss them?
Absolutely. It was great.
They deserve it, honestly.
100%.
Because I hate when you're like, oh, get this free app, and then everything
Yeah.
is not free. I'm like,
It's
hello?
Well, here's the thing. The thing that pisses me off is if I get an app that's free and then all of a sudden it's behind a paywall, it's like, okay, delete.
Yes.
I've had this app since I had my iPad mini.
You
Like,
should have been
2013.
grandfathered and that.
Exactly. Like, I've been using the same account forever.
They should have been like, this is our
Like,
number one fan. Let him
absolutely.
have
Yeah.
it for free.
Kind of like,
Absolutely.
yeah. It's like a legacy subscription kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I've
mean,
had
you've
it
been on
since-
this earth for longer
Yeah.
than anyone else.
And I started using it, before
He is
the
not that
Triassic
old.
period.
Calm down, baby Gerard. My God. Okay, let me finish this sentence
Okay.
before you go off on your tangents again.
was never-
So that was like I was one sentence away from finishing
Sorry.
that paragraph.
It was
So-
that very Taurian behavior to go on a
No, that's the
venture.
ADHD speaking. So some may even say they live through their senses more than most. Would you say you live through your senses?
100%.
Like
100%.
sight, definitely taste.
100%.
It's like
Definitely
that.
taste.
We
Yeah.
love a good Nando's.
Absolutely.
We love a good
Cheeky Nando's.
cheeky Nando's.
It's like that
Brev.
Sponge Gar meme where he's just like, looking
Yep.
around.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I
So,
have no idea what they're talking about.
I do have a
Okay.
question for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, as we were saying,
I've only gotten 2 paragraphs, people, just to state that.
I thought
for-
you were finished.
Okay,
Sorry.
No.
Okay.
I have literally 20 pages I can analyze,
Oh.
or 28 to be perfectly
Hey,
precise.
Christy. Well, hey, go through the main points and then I'll ask you my question.
Okay, no, just ask me a question because I know you're going to forget it.
That's true. So, who are you again?
God.
Oh, hi, Morgan Freeman.
We knew that
Hi.
God was a woman.
Thank you, Ariana Grande. Appreciate that song.
Yeah.
Did you actually forget
I
it?
know. I was trying to think of what the lyrics were. I was
It's
like,
been like 30 seconds
I
now.
knew it.
no, I know the question. I know the question.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
So, as we were saying, I was born 6 weeks early.
yes.
So, would I show any signs of what my sign was going to be, or is my sign reflected more of what it actually is?
It's always going to reflect on the actual day and time
Okay.
you're going to be born. So there have been, I personally don't believe in cusp when people are like, oh, I'm a cusp baby, because there is a thing called a cusp, because there's a point in the calendar when it goes from one sign to the other, and most people will say, oh, I take on the traits of the other,
yeah.
because if you go further into May, it becomes Gemini season. So, and most people are like, oh my God, you're a Gemini. Ugh. Like, there's all this Gemini hate and Virgo hate, and that's a whole other story. But I don't subscribe to that necessarily, because it's not just your birth date. It's also the time and the place you were born. But it's also, I am pragmatic enough to believe how you were raised. Because even though I am a Virgo and I should be a certain way, I'm also very Eastern European, and that comes out also. So nature, nurture, and all of that to be very deep.
Yeah.
I kept forgetting to message you, but when we went to watch the Thunderbolts, there's a scene in that where
We never went
of
to
the-
watch the Thunderbolts.
oh yeah, you went. You were bloody traveling again.
How rude.
So me and LA went to watch it.
Oh my God.
So yeah, because someone was in bloody Universal Studios.
I
again.
was in the
Again,
heart.
without us.
I was in the
It
place
rude.
where they actually made the movie that you were watching.
Wow.
You were in New York.
Wow.
Anyway.
Anyway.
So
On topic for once.
there's a character in there who is having a bit of an existential crisis, and one of the
Okay.
she's originally Russian, but
Ruski, we love our comrades.
so
Thank you.
one of the other Russian characters says, "What's wrong with you? The light has gone out of you even more so even
Since
more than
more
usual
than
for an
usual."
Eastern European." And I keep meaning to message you, I just keep
Yeah.
forgetting.
What are you trying to say there?
Nothing.
What are you saying? The light has left my eyes? Okay, to find. Oh my goodness. Anyways, let me actually finish. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So,
Really?
okay. We know you paid money for this soundboard, Gerard. I will get to you eventually. Calm down. Yep, he has
I
to.
can't believe you've done this.
We love that one, to be honest.
one of my favorite
This is
combinations.
before Gerard's time because he's like a fetus and he doesn't know what Vine is.
Yeah,
Anyways.
we're still developing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways.
outside of the womb, that is.
Let me finish this thought and then you guys can interrupt all you want, okay?
Okay.
Although hardworking, their fixed and comfort loving nature sometimes makes them appear lazy. This is only because they separate work and leisure so well. When they work hard. And when they don't really play as much. They relax. A solar Taurus who has kicked their feet up, rooted there, you'll be hard pressed to get them to move. On a mental level, you'll likely have the same problem. Taurans stick with things and ideas, and therein lies one of the reasons why they are known for their stubbornness. Taurus is a fixed sign, and they have a fair measure of tradition and steadiness in their makeup that keeps them rooted. Though they are dependable most of the time, they generally show itself more in habit than outright helpfulness. I'll let you interrupt because I know you need to.
No, this is sounding painfully
Oh my
painfully
God.
true.
I'm like,
So this
I'm like
is-
so
Painfully true.
shocked.
So this is just the sun sign. So I will kind of skip to like their short. I should have just do this short description since y'all have the attention span of a flea. So he is
It's a goldfish,
strong-willed.
actually.
He has strong-willed. He has charm. He is tolerant and stoical. I don't even know if that was a word, but okay. He likes pleasure and the good things in life, appreciates the arts, weakness, obstinacy, laziness. He can be materialistic.
Ooh.
No, that is true. It's true.
As I'm looking around with all the little doodads, knickknacks, and whatnots, I can't disagree.
Me, materialistic? Never.
Okay.
Me having an Amazon problem? Never.
We love a good prime deal.
Exactly.
Okay. So that is just a general overview of Taurus.
Nice. It's just painfully true.
So
It's painfully true.
I remember all those times when you told me that, or like whenever you're just posting on Instagram, watching a football game with like Buffalo Wild Wings, right?
he's
I know
comfortable.
that
He's watching TV and
Yeah.
he's
Yep.
eating a comfort food.
Yeah.
That's Taurus. to
and
a
you're
T.
you're just not gonna move.
Nope.
No.
It's going to take a hurricane to move that man from the couch.
And even then-
Tornado, tsunami.
Even then,
the rooftop will fly off. He'll just look up and keep chewing.
I'll just look up to God and
Morgan-
just be like, could you not?
He would be more
Morgan
offended
Freeman
about
himself cannot move this guy. Rubius Hagrid cannot lift you and move you.
The
elsewhere.
roof will come off and I'll just go,
I can't believe you've done
I
this.
can't believe you've done this. He
Yes.
really can't. Okay, so I'll kind of skip to what it means to be an Aquarius rising. So Aquarius is known to be kind of the sign that's known to be like a little bit alien, a little bit out of this world. They don't really want to stick to norms. So I'll just read the key points. So intensely curious, resourceful mind, a jack of all trades, and easily bored.
that's true.
He enjoys movement, small changes, new settings, and stimulating discussion or studies. He
That's
needs
true.
satisfying channels for self-expression. Taking pride in his mental accomplishments, people turn to him for advice, help, or information.
And by satisfying channels, check out our YouTube channel, the JavaScript Podcast.
Yes. So to kind of also, there's also another kind of key point because if you look at a chart, like an astrology chart, it's a wheel with 12 houses. So when it's conjunct, it means it's kind of like broken up in a way is the way I can kind of describe it. So to kind of dumb it down for this current topic.
I thought you were going to say for the current audience.
I was trying to be nice.
Our audience are doctors and lawyers.
I meant you too, but okay.
Too, yeah.
So he is verbal, intelligent, observant, and sometimes nervous or wired.
Me, white on espresso? Never.
What?
The man drinks
That's
3
crazy.
shots of espresso in the morning and the
Well,
afternoon.
actually, we've discovered something.
Yes.
I don't think you've been
The
here
moon?
since that happened.
Yeah.
Oh
We
God, what
went
now?
to the moon in 1960. No, you definitely haven't watched that. Bloody hell. Gerard's never watched anything.
Jesus.
That's
I've
from
never
Even
watched.
Stevens. But they did a whole musical episode. But anyway,
geez.
so with
Yes.
the espressos that I get from work, so a triple espresso is usually 3 ounces of espresso.
I think you told me this, but I'll continue.
So I've been getting 2 large espressos at work.
Yes.
And each large espresso is 2.5 ounces of espresso. So I've been having 2 quintuple espressos every day.
And he's still going, even
He
after that
literally-
discovery.
Like I told my brother that I visited in Washington that you have the heartbeat of a hummingbird
Yep.
at this point.
Just goes,
Yep. Yep.
Like it's like 200 miles an hour.
Yep.
sounds like a car engine.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to do a quick overview. So this is now talking about the moon. So when people speak about the moon, it's more like your inner monologue, your inner self, what you don't necessarily show to everybody. Should I read this?
Oh, do I need to get the censor bar out?
Maybe. So I feel like with Libra though, because you have a Libra moon, you're gonna get the kind of the good things or good
Nice.
pinpoints that most people are like, oh my God, Libra. So he is sociable and popular, good judgment. He is intelligent and reasonable, liking social pleasures, agreeable and fair. He values feedback. Potential issues. Instability in loving relationships, wavering, may give too much weight to the views of others and public opinion. Are you feeling
Nick,
grilled
any
yet?
comments?
Is it scary yet?
I plead the fifth.
You're not under oath and you're not in court. I mean, this is kind of
guilty
the
as
court,
charged.
the court of public opinion.
You're being recorded, Nick.
Yeah,
so
this is
anything you
recorded.
say can and will be held
What is this,
against-
Watergate?
Jesus. Okay. So let's switch it up. We did moon and sun. Let's do, where is rising? I want to do that one because that's more.
He is risen.
Yes, he has
Okay.
risen indeed.
Is it Easter?
That's
No,
like,
I'm talking
that's
about bread.
actually a well like placed because that's what you say in Serbia. Like he has risen, indeed he has risen. When,
fair.
when you're like when it's Easter.
See, even though I messed
Side
up and forgot your
Yeast
Serbian
has
thing
done
for the
its
last
job
episode,
and it's risen.
you still got a Serbian reference in there.
Yeah, unintentionally, unprovoked either. Let's see if I can find it while I still have your.
Your
Actually-
chart.
Not my chart, like not the chart, but your actual.
We'll be right
attention.
back after this message from our sponsors.
Here.
You know what? I don't actually. No way. I found it.
Okay.
I found it. So the answer is Aquarius rising.
No, it's actually what is Aquarius rising?
What is Aquarius rising?
Or is it who is Aquarius?
Who
Why
is-
is Aquarius rising?
I mean, this
Why
isn't-
is Gamora?
This,
Right. That's what I was
this
going for.
isn't journalism school, so we're gonna do it this way. So it's a very long. So I'm gonna try and keep it to a preschool.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I'm shocked you had that the whole time and didn't use it. Okay, I'm just gonna do the kind of bigger one, but I'm gonna just cherry grab. Shut up! Stop it! Stop it! Okay, I'm just gonna read this. So curiously, Aquarius rising people can be a little standoffish while also coming across as humanitarian and kind.
Oh.
Often labeled as independent and original children, Aquarius rising natives often feel a little different or special throughout life. Do you feel special through life?
I special.
Okay. They often feel like they're on the outside looking in, and their ability to observe and deduce is often uncanny. They also adapt to getting things to work, even when the parts that make up the whole seem like a puzzle with unusual pieces, especially when it comes to groups of people.
Except when it comes to crossword.
No, I'm all right with the crossword. No, okay. So let me vent about the crosswords for a minute.
I have two more sentences just for the record.
It's a quick
For the
vent.
record.
So I do these Merriam-Webster crosswords, and the crosswords are fine,
does.
except for when they ask these stupid questions where it's like, what is the name of this city in Oregon that has 20,000 people that is on this river that
As
no one's
tourists
ever
is
heard
coming
of?
through.
And it's like, I don't know, so I asked ChatGPT and it doesn't know. And it's like, what are you
Chad
doing?
doesn't know? Damn.
Well, I only use ChatGPT for two things: to cheat at crosswords and to cheat at Wordle. And
I
so far,
use-
it's led me astray for both.
It's so funny how I use ChatGPT. It's for astrology questions.
But he uses it to write bloody scripts
I mean,
for things that haven't been published.
That makes sense, actually. Okay. The ascendant often reveals physical mannerisms and wait, let's see. My eyes are not working. The
again,
ascendant
I
often-
only use ChatGPT to organize my thoughts and not to write them.
He
for
actually
me.
has thoughts. Shocker.
You're
Okay.
organizing your thoughts.
Yes. I have a lot of thoughts.
Let me finish the sentence. Bloody damn it! For Christ's sake.
It's gonna be another hour long episode.
It's been 46 minutes for the
We
record.
haven't even got to yours yet.
I haven't even gotten to Gerard's, honestly. So the ascendant often reveals physical mannerisms and even choice dress as it shows how people present themselves to the world. With Aquarius here, natives sometimes have a quirkiness to their manner and some dress in a slightly offbeat manner. Not enough to make them and stand out like a sore thumb, but they enough to express their original temperament. AKA the man only wears bloody uniforms for Manchester United.
Well, that's not true. I'm wearing an England one today.
Hoorah.
you know.
He doesn't stand out, but it's definitely noticeable to the general public that it's not like a football jersey.
Well, it is a football jersey.
You know the funny thing is,
Checkmate.
For like 3 weeks straight, anytime we recorded, Nick has worn the same blue shirt
Yeah.
over and over.
Without me?
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah.
So I was going to wear it today, but I forgot and wore it on Friday. And then I haven't done any laundry since then. So
I asked you via
true.
text if you wanted to surprise Ivana by wearing both of our Gollum
I did
shirts.
notice Gollum with Taco Bell. I did gift that to the host.
and I was going to wear it, but to be fair, I read your text as I was leaving the building, and you both said you were around the corner from my house.
He
So
was
I like, I
literally
don't
going to
have any.
sit in front and be an awkward turtle. I'm like, don't be a weirdo. Let's go to the park.
Yep.
But I am a weirdo.
Well, I'm not.
I'm
so.
a creep. I'm a rebel.
Oh, weirdo, that's it, not rebel.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not? Rebel's later in the song,
What
isn't
the
it?
hell am I doing here?
Okay,
I don't belong here.
it's time.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
We have a sound for
I know,
that,
but I didn't even have
Nicholas.
to use it.
Emotional damage.
That's what's coming.
Okay.
You're on the chopping block,
Lay it
Jared.
on me. Lay it on
Okay.
me.
Libra sun.
Okay.
Again, the sun represents vitality, a sense of individuality, and outward shining creative energy. Libra sun. Libra natives are considered sociable and somewhat intellectual souls. They have an almost innocent way about them that makes them very approachable. Generally quite eager to cooperate, Librans spend much of their time trying not to rock the boat.
Rock the boat, don't
Sit
rock
down,
the boat,
sit down,
baby.
sit down.
In
sit down,
theory-
you're rocking the boat.
Libras are peace-loving. In practice, they're quietly stir up all sorts of trouble within their ways.
That doesn't sound like
That's
me.
exactly like you. Because Libra enjoys balance in their lives. They seek the middle ground. In the process, they may end up trying to be everything to everyone. You can't
Everything
talk
to everyone.
We cannot talk too much crap because each of us has Libra in our chart. So we do have, between the three of us, a lot of people-pleasing tendencies. This is where the reputation for untruthfulness might originate.
Oh,
Me? Lie?
you liar.
Libras do tend to have that sort of white lie capacity because they want to people please and have
Actually,
everybody
I can't
be
talk
happy.
because I do that. So I was going
That's
to judge
why-
you,
I
but
could never.
None of us. All of us have Libra in our chart.
I'm like Abraham Lincoln. I can never tell a lie.
he says while his fingers are crossed.
Yep.
I can never tell a lie.
Generally, their untruths spring from a true desire for peace and fairness. Although they not be comfortable with direct and malicious trickery, they feel totally justified when they lie to avoid making waves. Peace at any price. People involved with Libras may complain about their lack of directness and apparent inability to take a stand. However, they genuinely concerned and always ready to bring more harmony to their world.
You guys know that I've had a certain likeness to a certain girl that
Who's also
we
a
work with.
Libra.
Yes. Yes, her. And we have not. I have not so far made any direct moves because I didn't want to stir up anything.
Sounds do it.
Sounds it.
Sounds do it.
See, the moment that you told me that it was going to cause like a lot of problems, and the moment that like Steven revealed to me that was going to cause a lot
You
of
should have
problems.
bleeped his name out.
We
No,
already had
he's
Steven
been a
here.
guest on here.
Yeah, but he's been a guest. Yeah,
the
the moment
people
that
know.
Steven, told me that it was gonna cause waves, I immediately was
Because
like,
I know he will
terrified.
listen to this, and I love to poke fun at him for his dislike of astrology. He's the very definition of a Taurus moon because he's built like a brick truck.
Is there anything? Okay, with the liberty of this censor button, is there anything you would like to say to Steven right now?
Jesus Christ, Ivana.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
I'm sorry.
goodness.
That was 15 seconds straight.
Yeah.
And that
Jesus.
wasn't all in Serbian either. I was expecting it to be fully in Serbian.
There
but
was
it was
also
in like,
a little bit of Russian and
it
Portuguese.
was like
just
25
for-
Was that
different
Chinese
languages.
too?
It was-
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I know Cantonese as well on the
my
side.
God.
Okay, let me continue with my Libra rant. Libras are experts at avoiding being the ones to blame. When confronted, they'll calmly and reasonably say, "What? Me? No, I just want peace."
Pourquoi?
On the fence, middle ground, middle road. These are expressions that can safely associate with Libra.
You guys can't see what I'm doing right now.
In truth, without Libra, life simply wouldn't be as fair.
Oh.
Okay. I will.
I kind of hid my face with a pillow.
He did.
Because
He
that
did.
that was being called out so hard.
He has a great need to be a part of a group. Well,
my
that makes
God.
sense. He likes to
Oh
mix.
my God.
He likes to mix with people and seek partnerships. He likes and respects justice. He approves of society values. He is level-headed and assimilates quickly. Weakness.
Oh, here we go.
Spicy.
Okay. Can be indecisive. He is frivolous. How do you say that D word? I know you can't pronounce it. It's French.
I've
The what?
I've moved it up by mistake.
How dare you? I need.
I have a mighty need.
I think it's.
See, this is why the justice part is
I think it's
understandable.
dilettante.
Oh, dilettante.
Dilettante?
Yeah.
Dilettante
Yeah.
in love. He is easily swayed by group pressure. Go jump off a building.
There's one right here. We're inside of one.
Oh no!
I wanted to see if that would actually come to fruition, but no.
Well, you guys are only 2 people, so I need more.
How dare you say that to me and my 7 personalities?
Same. Me and my 15.
Absolutely.
Okay. So now let's talk about rising sun. So this is where Leo comes to fruition.
Okay.
So Leo is ruled by the sun, and yours is in, it says the 2nd house. So I'm going to try and be as quick because I'm already losing your concentration here.
Okay.
He has a real eye for value, a collector. He wants to feel needed and respected, and he is driven by a deep desire for security.
Oh no.
You seek a safe and secure job and want to satisfy your needs, which are substantial. You could spend money impulsively.
Oh no.
Mr. 2 holidays in a week.
Nope.
3 holidays in a month. 4
Okay.
holidays in 6 weeks.
So you not only is
Do
Gerard,
I spend money?
not only is Gerard a Libra or not, I was going to say Libra rising, a Libra sun, but he's also a rising in Leo. But his moon is also in Leo, so he's a fiery air sign. So the moon in Leo is a warm and creative and proud position of the moon. Moon in Leo, people want to create and entertain.
That doesn't sound like Mr. Theatre
No.
Kid
Yeah,
over here.
that doesn't sound like me. I totally didn't take theater my last year of high school.
Deeply and largely. They can be rather lazy at times and a little bossy too. Generally, though,
Go get my water, please.
no, they have a deep need to treat others fairly and justly. Lunar Leos require lots and lots and lots of love and care in order to function well in the world.
Oh,
Depending on their position in the chart, Moon and Leo people aren't always outgoing when they feel comfortable. They do like being the center of attention. That is, they enjoy being in the spotlight, quote unquote, in the comfort of their own homes and with family and friends.
I totally don't sing alone in my bedroom.
Not at all. They love entertaining others and often take on the role of comic or storyteller.
But
Yeah, that doesn't sound at all like Gerard. Lunar Leos are often a need to organize and even control their families and friends. They have an inner mission to set things right.
Hey, Nick, can you record today?
And generally like to oversee the ongoings of their circle.
I didn't
Yes,
know.
I got a text while I was at work yesterday, and
what
by
was the
the
text?
time I'd finished work, there were plans that I wasn't part of to
Wow.
record this episode.
Yikes. Okay, short description. He is brave, knows how to take risk, and possessing the courage of his convictions, honest, imposing, and sharp. He has a great sense of and respect of justice, expressive, seeking adoration, organizational sense, selectivity with friends, but not overly influenced by them, taste of splendor, and social leader. Potential issues. Changing
juicy stuff.
and numerous affections. Enormous, emotionally demanding and proud, brooding when attention is not forthcoming. So that's kind of the big 3 for both gents. How are you feeling? Do you feel stripped bare and naked in front of me?
I haven't had nearly enough to drink to do that
They're
yet.
both just giggling and praying to whatever deity they can kind of conjure at this point.
No, being agnostic,
See.
that's kind of difficult.
See, I was raised Catholic, but I don't believe that there is.
Is the Catholic guilt eating at you or no?
And you were recovering Catholic?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Fair.
Like, seriously, though.
Well, we should be fighting right now because I was raised Protestant. So.
Oh, no. All right, guns out.
Right?
I mean, it's the sun was coming down. You can do that whole Western thing.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
Absolutely.
And I'll just like die of laughter in the corner somewhere.
No, you'll just be laughing at us, just like, I can't believe it finally
I'm
came
like,
to this.
finally.
And then our guns shoot out
I'll just be
tacos.
like, thank God my body's not the one getting buried in the freaking desert.
No. Our
That's
guns
true.
will shoot out tacos.
So you're saying that it will be...
It's raining body parts, not tacos.
I thought you wanted to end the episode.
I almost did. I almost just started moving all of our
You're like,
volume
get her
bars down.
out of here. I'm tired of this mumbo jumbo
Absolutely. It's
astrology.
my Friday.
lingo.
Can you all piss off so that I can have my dinner?
Well, even though
Dinner and the nap.
I thought I was supposed to be the bossy one, Nicholas.
It's all right.
Let's
I'm
be
taking
honest
control.
here. You guys didn't get my chart reading, so I'm definitely the boss in this trio.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we've already established that we are comparable to the Golden Trio.
Yes.
Yes.
That's true. Did we decide who was who again? I can't
Yes, because
Yeah.
you're Harry, Nick.
Okay.
Nick is Harry. Gerard is Ron, and I am definitely Hermione.
Fair.
Yeah, I love eating like Ron too.
Will you stop eating? Your best friends. What is he? Where was he?
Your best friend is missing.
Your best friend's
Yeah.
missing. Yes.
Yeah.
Stop it.
He'll be here in a minute.
It's like there you go. Why are you friend for no reason?
All right. Well, that was eye-opening.
And y'all
that
were
was-
so worried that I couldn't get you guys for an hour.
Yeah, no.
No.
Okay.
They were like, "No, we're gonna need a second topic to talk about." I'm like, "Okay."
Well, no, it's because we didn't have anything prepared. I mean,
true.
we were fully prepared for this episode, and we
No, they
didn't
weren't.
have
Totally. 100%.
This was planned yesterday.
Yeah, as we said,
On a whim.
I found out about this 25 hours ago.
Damn. Okay.
Well, since you're so fully prepared, Nick, what is your question of the week?
Knew you were going to bloody do that.
What is your question of the
I
week?
can ask the question if you want.
Okay, let's do it.
What are your guys' favorite sign? Based on like the
Jinx.
basic knowledge of astrology that you have.
We really have the
No.
same mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah. My favorite sign would probably be blood.
Mine is the dollar sign, honestly.
Mine was going to be roadwork ahead. I sure hope it does.
That is also a great one,
We
especially.
went so many different directions. I went
Yes.
gang signs. You went, what was it? You guys?
Dollar sign.
And I went
Money.
for a Vine reference. Is that representative of our signs, do you think?
Gang sign.
Part of a group.
Leo rising, very much attention grabbing.
And part of a
Yes.
group, yeah.
Sure hope it does pragmatic, yes. And for
Yeah.
me, yes.
Money.
Money. Because I do have Capricorn, a lot of Capricorn in my chart.
Well,
Sorry.
I think my favorite.
Must be funny.
In a rich man's world. Oh, poor Gerard.
So what would your favorite sign be, Gerard?
I was about to hit
But
the Rating
seriously,
Tacos
though,
theme song.
Based on
Okay,
like your baby knowledge of astrology.
Well, here's the funny thing, because
Yes.
you guys were talking about Gemini earlier, right?
Well, I brought it up.
Yeah, you brought it up.
Yes.
That reminded me of this one TikTok of
Okay.
this guy who's like playing a game, and then he was like,
Is he Jigsaw?
No. He
you
was
want to
like,
play a game?
Yeah, he was,
Exactly.
no, he was playing a video game, and he
Oh,
was like, yeah,
boo.
and he said, how did it know I was a Gemini? And then it just goes da 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 da. It was like a Family Feud game, and then the
Well-
host of that game was like, especially for you Geminis, and he's like, how did you know I was a Gemini? What the? I did not put my birthday in.
Well, Geminis tend to be bipolar, so
They
Yeah.
do, the twins.
the twins.
Yeah, so it makes sense that it was like.
But to be fair to Geminis,
Mm-hmm.
it's the men that usually get the hate. The women Geminis are
Yeah.
kind of fine.
Yes, I know a couple of male Geminis.
I do too. I was brought up by one.
That's messed up. That's
Luke, I am your father.
right?
All right, Nick, what is your for real?
But
like,
for real, like, do you have
Yeah.
a favorite sign besides your own?
Gemini.
Gemini? Fair.
Yeah.
But which Gemini though? June or May? Because they are different.
Gemini.
It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
Gemini.
Gemini.
So he likes June Gemini. Okay.
Yeah.
My Gemini.
Minyoy. What about you, Nicholas?
So Gemini, you pick Gemini,
Stop smoking. Stop doing the.
which kind of makes sense because Geminis are in both Libras and Geminis are air signs. So you picked a fellow air sign. Let's see if
It's like
Nick
the alternative-
picks a fellow Earth sign.
Well, it's like the alternative title to Titanic, right? Because Rose has that gem, so it's Gem and the Gemini. You guys missed my punchline.
Boo. Anyways,
'Cause
so
it's
your
the
favorite sign
Gemini.
anyway, Nick?
Okay, whatever.
I'm trying to decide because I'm just trying to think of.
Mind you,
people
Nick
I
is
know.
surrounded by Virgos.
I am.
Like he's surrounded by them.
but I'm also
So many Virgos in his
outside of
friend group.
work. I'm also surrounded by cancers.
Ooh.
So it's between.
The sign, not the disease.
Yes, thankfully, thankfully,
And not the insult either.
you cancer.
Yeah, you're a cancer to this world or something like that.
That's the disease, but okay.
Well, no,
Your
if you're
disease.
calling someone a cancer,
Yeah.
it's an insult.
Yeah.
rather than- yeah.
Moving on.
Cancerous. Yes.
Isn't that an insult from Home Alone? The bit where like they're all telling him how stupid he is.
I don't
And
remember. I
think,
haven't seen that movie in like a decade.
I think like one of the cousins is like, "You're a cancer on this family, Kevin McAllister,"
Damn.
and it's like,
Wow.
Jesus Christ,
So-
no wonder the family doesn't get together every
Yeah,
like more than
Jesus
once a year.
Christ.
So are you going to pick Cancer or are you going to pick another sign?
I don't know because so it's a toss up between Cancer, Virgo, or one of. So it's mostly between the ones at the end of the year because
Okay.
I know.
Like Sag and Cap.
Yeah, oh, actually, I know quite a few Aquariuses as well.
That would make sense because he is an Aquarius rising.
Like literally,
Yeah.
just every sign is your friend.
Absolutely, I love everyone.
Miss
everyone.
America
Everything is
answer over
awesome.
here.
Why can't we
Be friends. Why can't we be friends?
See?
Okay.
Is that
Been
a
around
diplomatic
for a
thing?
long
for-
That's the
time.
Libra talking.
That's the, yeah.
That's the Libra moon talking.
I love everyone.
I love it. You don't even go here. God.
So yeah, that would be my answer.
So his answer is a non-answer. Shocker.
Yeah.
We're all in this together.
Jinx, I was just about to start singing. that. You beat me
I'm
to it.
surprised you even knew High School Musical since that's way above our pay grade, I guess.
That's true.
Your pay grade.
Yeah.
You're not being paid for this episode.
I know, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, she only found that out when she got here, and she was like, "Well, damn it, I can't leave now."
It's like, damn it, I'm in the boonies. I can't just walk out of here.
Yep.
I mean, do you want to be paid in pebbles?
No.
What about Fruity Pebbles?
No.
I don't have any. I was just using it as an example.
Fruity pebbles are pebbles with their nails painted. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, wow.
Do you want to hear a joke to close out the episode?
Sure.
What
Is
did what did Jay-Z call his wife before they got married?
Oh, I
God.
know.
Fiance.
Goodbye, everybody.
It's raining tacos